Hey Rasmanites, it's movie review day, and this week, something I know Metal Madness in particular has been waiting for. Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey, on the Rasman's Reality. Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey is your classic story of man versus machine, but done in a very, very uniquely different way. As we begin at the dawn of man, and then we go into the future in space, the film basically revolves around two astronauts on an unknown mission led by a futuristic computer named Hal. They know what their mission is. It's to uncover and identify some strange goings-on Jupiter. It's not until the onboard computer, Hal, is shut down, that they learn that there is in fact alien life on the planet Jupiter. Why was Hal shut down? Because by that point, he had severely malfunctioned, becoming the first computer of his kind to do so, but he mispredicted the life of a pod, and he killed two crewmen that were in hyperspace, and killed a third crewman by taking out his line as he was going out to fix the module. So that shutdown scene between Dave and Hal is actually the most powerful scene in the film, in my opinion. Then we reach the end. After Dave shuts down Hal and learns that there's alien life on Jupiter, he basically just sees a bunch of colors. That's literally what was on the screen, is some great color work and great visual work. And then he appears to be in a flux situation where he's going through different periods of time. He arrives in his time in this white room, and then he hears a noise and he looks in, and it's himself in the future. Then he goes around and he sees someone lying in the bed. It's himself even further in the future. And then the film ends with the white flash and the alien life form that you see on the front of the case here has engulfed the entire space. So what is it that actually happened in 2001: A Space Odyssey? Well, that is what makes this movie so great, because you really don't know. It's open to so much interpretation, and there's been plenty of myths about this film, and I can see why everyone loves it, because Stanley Kubrick uses visualization better than anyone I've ever known. Stanley Kubrick and his cohort for this film, Arthur C. Clarke, wrote an absolutely great story. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's less than 50 minutes of dialogue in this entire thing. So you really do get a deep appreciation for the artwork of Stanley Kubrick. And you're reminded that it's the ideas of film that make a film great. In this day and age of film, when things continue to be greater and greater and greater as far as scope, and as I mentioned before, I'm not a big fan of CGI, so in my opinion, they try to do too much when they really don't need to. 2001: A Space Odyssey shows that you can make a good movie without doing a whole lot. Because of course it was made in the 1960s, and it still stands the test of time today, so it really proves that if a film is good stuff, it's going to remain good stuff. So yeah, 5 stars across the board from Stanley Kubrick's A Space Odyssey. I may or may not at some point come back to this film because there's a lot I want to say about the meaning of it and what I actually think happened, but we'll have to do that at another time. This is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.